Future Wrestling Podcast. I'm back with Indy Interviews alongside Travis for the Hibiki TMD podcast. Welcome, sir.
What's going on, Logan? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining me and doing these interviews. And we have a special guest, Andy, the winner, Vineberg.
I'm more than special. Say it with me. Who am I? I am the winner. Say it with me. The winner.
The winner.
Andy Vineberg.
You got to properly introduce this man, Logan. This is the biggest guest we've ever had so far, and that's the intro you gave. Welcome, sir. So happy to have you here. The winner.
I am honored to be here with you two losers. The winner's here. The winner, Andy Vineberg, is the man that happens to be the greatest manager in all of independent professional wrestling. I'm the man that takes losers like the two of you and turns you into winners just like me.
Well, here I am. Consider me the lead singer at Creed with arms wide open. I'm willing to be converted to the greatness that is the winner this evening.
There'll be plenty of creaming with the winner, Andy Vineberg, on the line.
But yeah, Mr. Weinberg, thank you so much for doing this, man. Real quick, where can everyone check his holiest out for now on social media, all that good stuff? And currently, we know you're in MCW. Where can they catch you? What's going on with you and what you're doing?
Well, let me tell you where I am currently. I'm currently in Pakistan. I'm broadcasting to you live from Pakistan. The hunt for Osama is over, but now it's the hunt for the winner. The greatest winner of all, because you're right, I am here looking for my next winner. I'm on a search. MCW, Big Sean Studd. Let me tell you about Big Sean Studd. Do you guys know who Big Sean Studd is?
Yes, sir.
Who is Big Sean Studd? Who's his father, first of all?
Well, I will say this. He is a winner.
I asked you a question.
Oh.
Who's his father?
Go ahead, Logan.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Travis. You're
That
on the ball.
his
All I
father-
know is Sean Studd was trained by Booker T. That's all I know about Sean Studd. I don't know who his father is, but I know
His
that.
father is Big John Studd.
I wanted to say Ron
Hall
Studd.
of
See,
Fame.
I didn't know if it was Ron or John. I didn't want to disgrace him for the Yeti, but I didn't want to not honor him at the same time, so I didn't know what to say.
What's wrong? Are you guys Polish? What's wrong with the two of you? Let me tell you something about Big John Studd. He was a big man in the business. He was a WWF superstar. He's a legend. He appeared in WrestleMania 1. He ended up having a great career. He was trained by Killer Kowalski, and he had a turd. He had a turd by the name of Big Sean Studd. Big Sean Studd was indeed trained by Booker T, and he made his way to MCW. And because of yours truly, the winner, Andy Vineberg, I converted that man. He wasn't living up to expectations in the Studd family domain. But what did he do? He made the call to the winner, Andy Vineberg. He made that call about 1.5 years ago, and together we became the unstoppable. I made sure he became the NCW heavyweight champion. We put the W in MCW. But what happens? What happens after 8 months of successfully defending that MCW championship? MCW put Bruiser the Loser last September 30th against Big Sean Studd, my thoroughbred, my champion at the time, and we lose the belt after the Bruiser the Loser puts Andy Vineberg through a table, which put me out for 5 months, you see.
What a crock of shit.
And then what happens? I go away for 5 months. 5 months I'm in my bed. I can't do anything. I can't go fishing. I can't go to the farm. I can't do anything because my back is messed up, you see? And then I come back. I come back to MCW and I see Sean Studd getting cheered by these fans. He's getting applauded. He becomes a fan favorite.
Oh.
And Andy Vineberg's not happy about that. So what do I have to do? I got to take what I created out. I got to take Big Sean Studd out. I got to eliminate Big Sean Studd. And how am I going to do that? By finding my next winner, which I'm doing right now. I was in Bosnia. I'm going to India. I'm in Pakistan. I'm going to Jamaica. I'm on a winner tour. If you want to be a winner, send your application to Facebook. Andy Win Vineberg is your go-to. But some qualifications before you do apply. You have to take a shower at least once a day, brush your teeth twice, and use toilet paper after a bowel movement. And for what I understand, Logan's from West Virginia. So, Logan, you're eliminated, my friend. No chance of being a winner.
Went Andy Kaufman on. And you know what? You listen to this, Logan? The guy's so right. Based on my timeline here, you said 1.5 years, sir, right? Before you came into Mr. Studd's career, he was losing battle royals won by George South. Then you come along, the man starts picking up W's. And what's he do? You put yourself on the line because I from the footage I've seen of you, you not only manage and coach your guys, but you put your body on the line for these guys. And what an ungrateful scallywag. I couldn't agree more. Sean Minton, you should be ashamed of yourself. Your father would have stuck by Bobby the Brain Heenan had this gone down, I'd like to think. Spinning in his grave.
His father would have been ashamed of what his son turned out to be. If he had to do it all over again, he would have used a condom, and the problem would have never taken place. Exactly. Big Sean Studd, you will be eliminated the way your father should have eliminated you a long time ago.
I, for one, Logan, wish him nothing but the best of luck on your Oregon Trail journey to find the next Sean Studd, a better Sean Studd, if you will.
I will find the biggest and baddest winner I could find. Believe me, I'm on a mission. I will be at MCW March 24th, and then I'm going to Pro Wrestling Empire in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania for another major announcement. That event's going to be unbelievable out there. You're going to have Ryback. You're going to have Billy Gunn. Pro Wrestling Empire, PWE. Vineberg puts the W in PWE, and then a week later, I'm going a little bit further north to Hamburg, Pennsylvania, the home of the steers and the queers, because Andy Vineberg's going to go there and do what he does best, win, win, win. I know Raven from ECW is going to be there, and I'm going to have my Hungarian hero, Laszlo Arpad, starting our journey to put the W in AXW.
And Logan, I don't want to cut you off, Mr. Vineberg, but it's not just us that are being converted tonight, listening to these great, this goodness. It's our live chat's on fire tonight, Logan. What do we got going in the chat?
Oh, we actually have a lot going on in the chat right now. There's a lot of Chad Gable fans in the chat, and
yes, there is.
There is a lot. And the
burning question in the chat is, are you a fan? Maybe Chad Gable could be your guy, because Logan's listeners love Chad Gable, and I love Chad Gable. He's great.
You know what? I'm not a big fan of Chad Gable, but if Chad Gable wanted to be a winner, you know where to find me. Facebook, Andy Win Vineberg. Maybe you too, Chad, could be a winner.
There you go, Logan.
See, you can't.
What's wrong with these fans? Let me ask you a question, Logan.
Go ahead, sir.
Where you from?
Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Did you say Martinsburg, West Virginia? Martinsburg, West Virginia. You think Pakistan smells bad? Have you ever been to Martinsburg, West Virginia? Unbelievable. You know the toothbrush was invented there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know why? Anywhere else it would have been called the teeth brush.
I can tell you why, because most of them do not brush their teeth.
Oh, I know that for sure. There's no doubt. You have a girlfriend, Logan?
Yes, I do.
What's her name?
Sarah.
Is Sarah with you now?
No.
Where's Sarah today? Is she out in the doghouse?
Yep.
Is she playing fetch?
Yep. She's definitely.
I know how you people are in West Virginia. Sorry to hear you're from West Virginia.
Our good buddy in the chat, Eric, a.k.a. Broski from First Thing in the Morning on YouTube, Kayfabe Podcast. He's begging you to roast him right now, Mr. Vineberg. Would you please roast our friend Eric? He's from Montreal.
Eric.
That's all you need.
He's from where?
Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Montreal, let me tell you about Montreal. Montreal starts with an M. And those that are in Montreal are so daggone stupid, they try to put their M&Ms in alphabetical order. That's what the broski does. I don't like people from Montreal. They all want to be coming from the States. I hope you stay there. I hope you never come down here. This is America that you're talking about, my country. I'd like you to get a one-way ticket to Pakistan or Montreal. I don't know what's worse, Martinsburg or Montreal.
Ooh, pick your poison.
I think Andy can agree with me on this one. M, for where he is, M stands for morons.
Morons for sure. Montreal monkeys. I don't like you. What are you laughing about?
What are you laughing about, Logan? Something funny?
Does he look like a monkey?
Yeah.
Cat
Let's
got
go
your
with
tongue, Logan.
Let's
we
go
didn't
with
just
monkey.
bring Mr. Vineberg here to roast people. You had a little list of questions for the man, Logan.
Yes, we did. We had tons of questions for Andy, the winner.
We can roast people all night if you want.
Let's throw the list away. Let's
Let me ask you a question real quick, Logan. You know why when you play hide and seek West Virginia with women, you know why girls don't play hide and seek in West Virginia?
Why is that?
Because no one would look for them.
Boom.
Great.
Hey, Logan.
Yes.
Did you hear they're building a zoo in West Virginia? Putting a fence around the whole fucking state. Look at that. Oh, hi-oh, what?
No.
Am I a winner now?
No, listen. Did you hear that the governor's mansion in West Virginia burned down? It almost took out the whole trailer park. That's why I'm the winner and you're not.
Oh, so now people in the chat are agreeing and says Logan lives near ugly women.
Well, he lives in West Virginia. What do you think? You want to be with women, real women? You got to be a winner. Tell me in the chat room who wants to be a winner. Maybe I'll pick one winner tonight out of that chat room and convert them into a winner and send them an 8x10 picture of this beautiful face and maybe a t-shirt as well. But we've got to decide who should be a winner. What kind of questions you guys have for me tonight?
Our buddy Tater Snake in the chat, brother, wants to know if you can do a Winnie the Pooh impersonation, dude.
Why don't you just block him and get rid of that punk? I don't want to do Winnie the Pooh. That might be the dumbest request I've ever heard in my entire career.
I know we bring this man on, and you have Hulk Hogan come out, and it's enough for paying Hogan, and that's the question you make him ask, Tater Snake. What are you doing?
That's the dumbest question. He must be from West Virginia as well.
Oh, no. Where is Tater Snake from?
Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh.
I can't believe he said Winnie the Pooh.
Mr. I'll get down to the brass tacks with the
I just took a Winnie the Pooh and flushed it.
No.
Mr. Vineberg, what inspired you to get into wrestling in general? Besides the obvious, the money. Coach
Money's
and winner.
what it's all about, but it's not. It's about winning. Don't you understand? It's about winning. You see, when Andy Vineberg was in fourth grade, 4th grade, you see. I'll never forget sitting on my mom's and dad's bed watching a match between Tony Atlas and Rocky Johnson versus the Wild Samoans with Captain Lou Albano for the WWF Tag Team Championship. And I'll never forget watching that match because it stuck in my mind. It made such an impression, and I never missed another wrestling match ever. It was what I cared about the most. Growing up in Baltimore, Maryland, where we had the WWF and the NWA twice a month at the Baltimore Dead Civic Center. I would go there, and one day I said, I want to be one of these guys. I want to be in a wrestling ring. And from there, the journey began. From the age of 14 years of age, when Mr. Dick Harakoff and his son Neil Harakoff, Neil the Power Superior, said, young man, you want to be in this business, you're going to pay your dues. And I paid my dues all over, I hate to admit this, but West Virginia. And I never came back, by the way, for a good reason. But I paid my dues. I worked my way up. You can go watch the WWE Network and watch some pay-per-views. Go watch Guilty as Charged. Go watch Living Dangerously. Andy Vineberg, which you all don't know. And I can come back over here and tell you some good stories. I worked for the original ECW with none other than Paul Heyman. Once I got out of ECW, I went down to Orlando, Florida with a company called MLW, Major League Wrestling. Then I took a little break, came back, and now you've got, for the past 3 years, the world has not been the same because people are cleaner and people are winning. Because the greatest manager on the independent wrestling scene is here. I think I summed it up for you there. What do you think?
I agree.
Couldn't have said it better. What a resume, Logan. My God.
Oh, yeah. A big resume. Speaking of your time in West Virginia, you came to one of the House of Pain shows just a few months back. Can you tell the fans what I got to witness as a fan, you throwing toilet paper at the crowd?
First of all, let me tell you this, Travis from West Virginia. When I came out there... What's that?
That's Logan.
I'm sorry, Logan from West Virginia. Travis, where are you from?
I'm right outside of Baltimore, from Hagerstown, Maryland.
That's not outside of Baltimore. You're closer to West Virginia than you are to Baltimore, Maryland, Travis.
You got
Let's
me.
give you Geography 101 here.
Maybe, well, you can see why I wouldn't claim being... You can see why I wouldn't claim being towards West Virginia, sir. Why I would immediately let people think I was from Baltimore. So there you go.
Being from Baltimore doesn't make you a winner either. Might make you a murderer.
Truer words have never been spoken on any of your shows, Logan, until tonight, until that quote. But continue.
I tell the truth. So I came in to West Virginia, which I was very hesitant to do. But I came there, had to clog my nose. Had to make sure I couldn't smell the inbreds of West Virginia. And they began to call me, I hate to say this because I hate being called it, a Fruit Loop. Fruit Loop. Fruit Loop. And I lost my mind. But I gave everyone something there. I gave the people of West Virginia something better than winning the lottery. I gave them something better than winning gold. I gave them something they haven't seen in a long time. Toilet paper. And I passed out the toilet paper to all of the individuals in West Virginia. And being from West Virginia, you know what they did to me? You know what they did? Logan was there. You know what they did, Travis?
Did you throw paper at that man, Logan?
No, I did not. Nope.
They threw it back at me, which tells me they don't want toilet paper because they don't use toilet paper in West Virginia.
And if they did, you were giving out free toilet paper, they should have took that. You know they can't afford it.
gonna say that stuff's not cheap.
No, it's not cheap, and that was Cottonelle, for God's sake.
I was gonna say you probably got the good shit too. Of course you did, because you're a winner.
That's winners use Cottonelle. It's got the 3 layers and got plenty of texture. Woohoo! My behind feels good tonight. Three.
As
I had
mine,
4
because I'm a winner, Logan.
Today. Logan, how many bowel movements have you had today?
None.
None.
See?
So you're full of you know what, is what you're saying. How much do you weigh, Logan?
300.
300?
A little over 300, but I've lost 53 pounds since.
Logan.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You're over 300 pounds?
Yes.
You want to get rid of 50 pounds of ugly fat real quick? Do you want to?
Yes.
Just cut your ugly head off.
Logan, look, you know when you go out to eat, you go to a nice place and they put like parsley and stuff on the silver platter that you're serving him up with for one-liners and insults. Come on, man.
How much does Sarah weigh?
Mr. I'll pick this up, Logan. Come on. Mr.
How
Vineberg.
much does Sarah weigh?
150.
150 pounds? You're a liar.
Or he's
Don't lie to the winner.
Maybe Logan's the winner after all.
You could probably eat that poor girl.
God,
300 pounds? My gosh, what is wrong with you?
Um,
Come on, man.
Logan, you said this was a House of Pain show, right? Your current, as we said at the top of the show, your main
House of Pain. You know what? Logan's house must be a house of pain. You got 478 pounds probably between the two of them. Him and Sarah. What do you guys eat what do you eat for breakfast?
I haven't been eating breakfast.
Logan, you were supposed to say pussy. You should have said pussy. What are you doing? Wake up. No, what's saying? That was in House of Pain, but now you make your base operations from MCW. Can you describe the atmosphere backstage at MCW? What's it like? Is it general upbeat? The morale's, everybody's like in it together, like one for all and all for one types thing, or you know?
MCW is a lot like ECW to me because MCW is a team. Everybody wants to know what goes on back there. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happens. MCW is a team. Now I'm the one guy that stays far away from everybody else because I honestly believe that I am better than everybody else in there. Okay? I don't care what anybody says. But there is some amazing talent in MCW. You got guys like Ken Dixon, Dante Caballero, Joe Keys, Joey Mercury is there. The list goes on and on. I know I'm forgetting so many people, but MCW is a team. And when you put this team together, you get winning.
And as we see that it goes to winning again, what we see now even on NXT, we see product of MC. We see a Velveteen Dream. We've seen Leo Rush. I mean, these guys came through there. It's making a name for itself. I have the DVD where Flair made the appearance. The anniversary. That's a great show. It's a little older, but definitely MCW out of all the NB, and I know you know what I mean, but it's definitely one worth your time out of the most I've seen. That you know what I mean. It's good stuff, and I couldn't recommend it anymore. A lot of talented guys there.
If you haven't been to MCW and you guys talk about the future of wrestling, you can come there March 24th or April 21st, and you will see the future of wrestling. MCW is run the right way. The people that are behind the scenes have a plan in place, and that place is run absolutely the winning way.
Excellent. Excellent. What's your favorite moment throughout your entire career so far, if you could narrow it down?
I haven't had it yet, but it's coming. I can tell you that right now.
That's such a great answer because it's like, you know, tomorrow's tomorrow, or you know, yesterday's gone, and it's always about tomorrow. The next, and that's a great outlook on it. You know what I mean? Like
that's the way I live. Whatever I did yesterday, the day before, and I've done some amazing things. But you know what? I've done amazing things with the key word being done. I look to the future. It's what the future brings. Whatever I've done, I've managed the MCW champion. I've been in the ring with some big names, whether it be an MCW or even Adrenaline Championship Wrestling at one time. Major names when the winner was being developed, and worked behind the scenes in some major places as well. But that's just that in the past. I look to the future. I want that MCW belt back on one of my guys. My next winner needs to have that belt for me to go to sleep at night, because that's the way I operate. I look to the future. I don't live in the past, except one part of my past bothers me, and that's Sean Dud. He bothers me. The fact that that loser, that big loser, had to go to the dark side and get cheered by those smelly, rotten, disgusting fans.
Ugh.
And it makes me sick.
I don't blame.
Are you sure your special moment wasn't when you got hurt?
When did I get hurt?
You were hurt for, what, 5 months?
But was that a special moment? That was the worst moment of my life.
That's a black cloud.
Vineberg went through a table. I think when I stepped in West Virginia, that was maybe the worst moment of my life. I'd rather go through 10 tables than go back to West Virginia. Well, or I could go to Montreal. Montreal.
Do you have a favorite guy throughout all the years that, I mean, I don't know, it's that's another one, hard to hair it down, but just the one maybe you had the most instant type of chemistry with, you never really had to lay, just it felt the most natural, I guess, out of all the guys you've managed and whatnot. And also, piggyback question, what advice would you give anybody trying to pursue just managing, just going to school to be a manager?
So there are two really great questions there, Travis, and I'm going to tell you the answers. First of all, as far as chemistry is concerned, I would say Sean Studd and I at one time had phenomenal chemistry, the same way Bobby the Brain Heenan had chemistry with his father. And truth be told, Bobby the Brain Heenan made his father into what he is, just like Andy Vineberg made Sean Studd into a champion. But there was definitely great chemistry there, and I've managed a lot of guys, and I loved working with many of them. Guys like Hollywood's finest. Guys like Eddie Smooth. You guys know who Eddie Smooth is?
I've heard the name.
Not.
Eddie Smooth, hands down, was the best independent wrestler in central Pennsylvania. This guy could go with the best of them. But due to injuries, he did retire. And now he happens to be in charge or a co-general manager of the PWE, and that doesn't make me happy. Believe me when I tell you that. But
I'm actually, I just looked him up. He had a good look, and it says here, former Legacy also featured in a 2015 PWI 500. So that was, you know.
Great guy to work with. I enjoy working with. There's so many guys. From the time I got started 3 or 4 years ago up until now, I've had some great chemistry. But the second part of your question was about becoming a manager. How do you become a manager? First of all, don't go train in Montreal or West Virginia. That's number one.
That's number one pro tip of the day.
Number one tip of the day. Those two places should be extinct from Earth. But I will tell you, you got to go to a reputable school. You got to go somewhere where they're willing to teach you everything from promos, which is basically what I'm doing now, talking, running my mouth, and also learn how to wrestle. Learn the moves, learn what it takes. You can't just get in a ring and become a manager overnight. It's also important that you learn psychology. Right. That's 50% of it. And that's something that I learned from some greats as I was coming up the ranks throughout my career.
I would think managing even more so would be maybe even like 80 to 100% psychology as opposed to just in-ring performance. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely, it's definitely. You're absolutely right. It's you have to understand the psychology of it all, and you have to have charisma, and you have to have the look. and you got to have the dress. And I've got some great advice from the great ones like the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, like Jim Cornette. They've all given me different advice, just like Paul Heyman has given me some advice. And because of these men that I grew up watching, I can now take a little twist, combine all those forces into one, and you get the winner, Andy Vineberg.
Excellent. And yeah, I mean, guys, this is honestly one of the best things I've ever done. I've been doing stuff for about 3 years now, podcasts and stuff. This has been a pleasure on my behalf. I know we're at a question, and you said mine. These are all Logan's questions, so credit goes to you, Logan. These are great questions that you had for Mr. Vineberg this evening. For my
the first thing Logan's ever done that's been great.
For myself, you can follow me on Twitter at the HibikkiTMD. Check out HibikkiTMD on YouTube. Hit that subscribe.
What's Hibikki mean? What is Hibikki? Are you Japanese now?
That's one of the most asked things I get all the time. It's origins from like a Street Fighter character, because I do like a gaming channel and wrestling. It's kind of like, it's two things I love, so it's like a hybrid channel. I don't know. It's Dan Hibikki was a character. He's like a guy in Street. I'm probably speaking Greek to you, Mr. Vineberg.
Hibikki. What's a Hibikki? Come on.
It's a whiskey. It is Japanese whiskey also.
Come on, make it the winning channel. Do something with it. Hibikki. What's a Hibikki? You must be from West Virginia too. Be honest with me.
Well, I feel like Japanese are winners if you put them in a math competition. Oh, I'm sorry. Follow me on Twitter, the Hibikki. Thank you for having me, Logan. And thank you so much to Mr. Vineberg for doing this with us.
Listen, the pleasure has been all yours. I am the winner, Andy Vineberg. And I just want to say in conclusion, to anybody wondering why ducks fly over West Virginia upside down, the answer is there's nothing worth pooping on there.
My God. Logan Myers, take us out of here, pal.
Well,
yeah, take me out of here.
Thank you, Andy, the winner, Vineberg. You guys can check me out right there on Twitter at Logan Myers 144. And this has been Indy Interviews, and we got some big stuff coming up. But
we're now cleansed. We're fucking winners. I'm so blessed. Thank you again, sir, for doing this. I'm throwing up the W. You can't see it, but I'm throwing up the W, sir.
Put up the W. Don't forget, pick one of your lucky chat room peeps and turn them into a winner. Let me know who they are, and make sure your fans go to Andy Win Vineberg on Facebook and tell the local promoters in your area that you want the winner in your town.
Travis, Andy, before we go, Tater Snake has a good quote. Travis, did you see the quote?
I did not, no.
He says something in a quote. Let me go back up here. He says, "Make it the winning channel, Andy, winner, Vineberg, fucking shyster." That's what he says.
Shyster?
That's what he says.
You call me a shyster?
And then he also quotes, "Andy winning the fake news award, Vineberg just ousted himself as a Jason Jordan mark, sad, at real Donald Trump, Twitter."
Oh, God. You guys are throwing shade at the man.
I'm just saying what he
said. Fuck Trump, but Jason Jordan.
You know what? On that note, I'm going to spend the rest of my evening in Pakistan with my camel and my camel toes. I'll see you on the other side.
Thank you, Andy, and have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, thank all you guys in the chat.